The voltage dropped from 4,000 to 0, and we had a 20 milliamp jump. That's totally not nearly enough to hurt anybody.
It seems PVC pipe just isn't very good at storing a big charge. And there's another problem. Like humidity, dust in the air can help dissipate a static charge. So the sandblasting in the Myth could well have doomed it from the start.
Well, Jamie, Christine was recording the entire time, and although the paint actually acted like a Leyden jar, and it did store a small charge, that charge never got above 6,000 volts. And then when you did a discharge, and the amperage dump was like 20 milliamps. I mean, it's not nearly enough to cause you any real damage through your skin. I think this Myth is totally busted.
Yeah.
Okay.
On this episode of Mythbusters, anyone for table tennis? Adam and Jamie plunge to new depths when they try to salvage a sunken sailboat in the silliest of fashions. Just how many ping pong balls would it take to float your boat? And how many balloons before you lose your kid at the carnival?
I think my arm is about to be ripped out of its socket.
Welcome to the Floatathon. Who are the Mythbusters?
Am I missing an eyebrow?
Adam Savage.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
And Jamie Heineman.
Quack, damn you.
I wouldn't say Jamie's an evil genius.
Between them, more than 30 years special effects experience.
When will the fun ever stop?
They don't just tell the myths, they put them to the test. What happens if your ship catches on fire and sinks in the harbor? Can you bring it back from the bottom? And how about if all you have on hand are ping pong balls?
Well, Jamie, your years as a captain of a ship down in the Caribbean is going to serve you well for this Myth. Ping pong ball salvage.
Yeah, it actually seems pretty familiar to me because in those days I formed a salvage company and we actually raised a sunken sailboat using garbage bags just by filling one bag up at a time. This is actually pretty similar, except we're going to be using thousands and thousands of ping pong balls to do it.
These, to raise a ship
Yeah,
off the bottom of the ocean.
that's the Myth.
Salvage companies use large flotation bags, which are usually filled with air while on the ocean floor. A slightly different technique was used to raise a piece of Titanic's hull in 1998. The big piece weighed in at 20 tons and took 5 giant bags to lift, each filled with 6,000 gallons of lightweight propane. But in the 1940s, Donald Duck and his nephews had the comical idea of using ping pong balls for underwater salvage. Now, the Duck is